enough Stafford, enough Brady. How about this top 10 list? This top 10 list from the Daily Ranker, biggest athletes currently playing in Miami. You want to rally them off, CCAT?
Yeah, make it dramatic. Do it from 10 to 1. Let's
Can we get some music? Here. Do we have any Miami music back in the station?
I don't think we have Miami music, but we have, like, power. Nah, you know what? We'll just go from 10 to 1.
Yeah.
Because Luis Suarez is the 10th biggest athlete currently playing in Miami. Of course, Luis Suarez plays for Inter Miami. Then we've got a pair of Dolphins at 9 and 8. Devon Achane at 9. Jalen Waddle at 8 in this list of biggest athletes currently playing in Miami.
Is that good so far? Is Waddle better than Suarez?
Waddle better than Flores?
Yeah, Suarez today. You know, we're talking about today.
Yeah.
I
guess
I'm good with Waddle being there, yes.
But they're using the word biggest. So, like, obviously soccer is the world's game, so it's difficult to argue that the number 2 wide receiver on the Miami Dolphins is above him, but I digress.
We'll see.
Right, right. I hear what you're saying, because if Suarez is going to be on the list, that means you're taking into account his standing globally, and Devon Achane is not bigger than Luis Suarez. So it's a little bit weird already, but that's okay. Let's hear number 7.
Number 7, we're not even talking about a pro athlete. We're talking about the number 1 quarterback in the portal, Hurricanes quarterback CARSON BECK as the 7th biggest.
Throw the list away.
Now, where's this from? I want to make sure I don't disparage. Who is this list?
This is the Daily Ranker.
All right, this is a rough list already. CARSON BECK. What are you talking about? All right, let me hear some more.
Before he's played a snap. Before we've seen him in uniform.
Snap. Come on.
Matthew Tkachuk, apparently the 6th biggest athlete currently playing in Miami.
I know you don't like that.
He deserves to be on the list. The question is, should he be higher than 6? Let's hear who's in front of him.
Bam Adebayo, the 5th biggest athlete in Miami.
Toss up.
Oh, I got to tell you, Tkachuk should be ahead of him.
Man.
Yeah, if you think about, especially now after 4 Nations, you think Adebayo is bigger than Tkachuk? No way.
He lost. He lost to 4 Nations.
But biggest.
He won a Stanley Cup.
There are dartboards in Calgary, Canada, that have Matthew Tkachuk's face on it right now.
Hey,
it's not that he's possibly looked upon there. He's
much bigger than Bam.
We already did the mama test. Nobody knows Tkachuk. 4 gets worse.
We get into the top 5 with number 4, Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's hear who's in front of him.
Well, you don't have to go too far.
Obviously, Tua.
We got to hear it all.
Dolphins is always going to be on a top 10 list here. Now I'm interested in who's going to be in front of him. Go ahead.
Fellow Dolphin teammate Tyreek Hill is the 3rd biggest athlete in Miami.
That's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now I want to guess the
top 2.
I guess.
Guess the top 2, please do.
Okay. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm just speaking out loud right now first before I get final answers. Tyler Hero has to be in the top 10, all right? And the fact that you haven't mentioned him yet, I would think he's got to be there, all right? So I'm thinking Tyler Hero. There's not going to be anyone for the Marlins. Sandy Alcantara, he's a fine pitcher. He better not be number 1 or number 2. So let's scratch him off the list.
Yeah.
Would there be any other Panther? Would Barkov be ahead of Tkachuk? He should not be ahead of Tkachuk. He should be in the top 10, but he shouldn't be ahead of Tkachuk.
Nah.
So I'm going to go Hero is definitely in the top 2. Would any other Dolphin be there? You already gave Tua. You already gave Tyreek Hill. No one's bigger than those 2 guys. Is Cam Ward still on the list?
Cam Ward is not eligible. He's no longer eligible. He'll be on the Cleveland list next year.
All right.
Okay, I think Tyler Hero is going to be on it. Let's hear who you got.
How are you forgetting his name?
No, it's Masai.
Yeah, I think it.
It's Lionel Messi at number 1. That's who that is. Okay.
All right, so
we said Suarez. What made you not? Yeah.
You know what? Inter Miami is not at the forefront of my mind right now. I'm not a season ticket holder anymore. I had been the first 5 years. I'm not a season ticket holder anymore this year. Very upsetting. But, okay, so Messi's 1 is Hero 2?
Yes. Yeah. That's high for Hero. That's high for Hero, man.
That's very high for Tyler Hero. You are correct. Messi should obviously be number 1. Although, can we all admit, the excitement over Messi, it's really dwindled these last 2 years. We can admit that, right?
Yeah, the problem is, if they would have won in the MLS Cup, at least got past the first round this year, would have felt better.
Big chokers last season, you know?
But by the very fact that you don't have the season tickets anymore, you got to be honest about the thing. I mean, we love Inter Miami out here. We got them both on ESPN 106.3 and on the Deportes side. So much love to them. Hope they can re-spark that flame. But I ain't going to sit up here and tell you a lie. It has died down a little bit, man.
Yeah,
a little less paint rolling around.
Some. And you know, look, they advanced in the CONCACAF first round. Excellent job a couple nights ago. I still watch every game. I'm still into Inter Miami. I just think it's died down a bit. So Messi being number one, that makes all the sense in the world. I would move Kachuk up to 2. All right.
I can't argue with that.
Guys, the Stanley Cup champions, our best team here in South Florida, needs more than one guy in the top 10. Let's be fair.
4 Dolphins in there is pathetic. 4 Dolphins in there is actually pathetic. I mean, unless they're ranking these things based on NFL report cards and whatnot, the Dolphins have had very little success over the past decade, let alone this past year.
First of all, Jalen Ramsey should be on it ahead of Devon Achane. That's number one, if we're going to do this. But Devon Achane is on this list, and Alexander Barkov is not. I'm very upset with this list. I don't like it.
I'll make sure I leave a very nasty comment on your behalf because you are the voice of the 305 here on Theoretically Speaking. Jonathan Zaslow from Zaslow Show 2.0 on ESPN Radio. Pulling up on us on a Thursday per usual. We're here at the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches, man. We just saw a record day happen on this Thursday, Zaz, so the vibes are high. The spirits are good. I want one last thing on you on the way out here. NFL draft, who are you most intrigued by? Which team and their decision-making around the draft are you most intrigued by as we get closer and closer with the Combine right here?
Probably the Raiders. The Raiders at number 6, and I say that because it seems like Shedeur is dropping in this draft, that he's not going to be one of the top 3 picks. And there's been a lot of flirting, between Shedeur and the Raiders. And in Mel Kiper Jr.'s latest mock draft, he has Shedeur dropping to the Raiders spot, but the Raiders passing on him for Boise running back Ashton Genty.
It's crazy.
So, and the Jets taking Shedeur Sanders at number 7. So the Shedeur situation, I think, is what intrigues me the most right now. That would be something if the Raiders have a chance to take him and they do not select him. That's something that I find to be very interesting. But heck, we're talking about Matthew Stafford, Raiders. Maybe that makes sense then.
That's what I was about to say. I think the Ashton Genty pick makes a lot more sense if you're going to also pencil in that the Stafford deal gets done. And I think that's where Kiper was going. He read the tea leaves. He does not believe Brady and his agent and his media outlets, whoever Brady is feeding that information, who is Rap Sheet or whatever. Do you believe this?
The reporters are fighting each other at Starbucks in Indianapolis, Theo.
I know, and that's how I know it's ridiculous. Ain't no way in hell Stafford and Brady ran into each other on that damn mountain in Montana, man. That was an invite. It's just illegal.
I would assume so, yeah. I don't think that they just happen to be there at the exact same time when one of them is shopping for a new team and the other one wants a quarterback. But I want to get some security footage at this Starbucks in the hotel in Indianapolis. We got reporters fighting over the Brady-Stafford reports.
I kind of like it, too.
I think Shefty had to get in there and play peacemaker, boys, enough.
I love a great media beef. Give me a good media beef.
And look at the two guys, Schultz and Rap Sheet. This is a welterweight fight. This is a welterweight media guy fight.
Well, welterweight in terms of stature or notoriety? What are you talking
stature.
About?
That's
stature.
based on
notoriety. It's a heavyweight fight.
Notoriety for sure, yeah. But that's not how it works.
No, you're right.
Zaz, appreciate you pulling up. Where can people find Zaslow Show 2.0, man?
Yeah, hey, Zaslow Show 2.0, wherever you get your podcast from, you just search Zaslow Show 2.0. Monday through Friday, we're Miami-based, South Florida-based. You hear me nationally on ESPN Radio. Tomorrow, I'll be on at noon Eastern on the network. I'm filling in, but otherwise, get me locally with Zaslow Show 2.0. And every episode is sponsored by Anjar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Their title sponsor of everything Zaslow Show 2.0. And that includes my wrestling podcast called It's Still Real to Me. New episode drops tonight. A little bit of Elimination Chamber WWE preview tonight. Anjar and Levine Accident Attorneys. They sponsor that as well. 800-747-FREE. 800-747-3733.